Okay, so first off, one of the most garbage opinions I've ever heard on the internet from these trash-loving twits, these nitwits, these idiots, is that if you criticize any character they like, somehow it means that you're a racist or you hate women. Bro,
Hey, that's Andrew Tate's job.
right? And the thing is, it's always from these dumb-looking male feminists, bro. Like, they're so desperate to appeal to females that they're willing to say literally anything to get on their good side. You know, it's like, God, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this nonsense, bro. But
I had to listen to like one of their videos talking about the subject. Just a minute of it was too much. I had to listen to freaking 37 minutes of it.
Yeah, no, I'm not subjecting myself to that type of torture ever. Like, I think it's crazy that these fools, these morons, are the types of individuals who claim, oh, well, you can't criticize any female character ever. Let's look at one of the things that they always say. They say if you like Kim Wexler but you hate Skylar White, it somehow means that you're a misogynist. How does that make any sense, you absolute moron?
Nope, it doesn't. Besides, literally the way that they explain it is by manipulating the context. Kim has literally gone against like literally almost every male and female character, I think, but mostly the men, but like nobody has ever complained about it because it's one, consistent with her character, and two, like people like seeing that about her. She's standing up for herself, being like a very strong figure and all that.
One of the main reasons why she's loved compared to nagging Skylar White over here is because Skylar is a huge hypocrite from time to time. Like, she's a pain in the ass for Walter a lot of the times in the show, and she's really not that good of a person when you think about the things that she has done. If you look at Kim Wexler, she's really a ride or die for Saul Goodman over here. You know, the thing is, of course the audience are going to 100% support and like someone that supports the main character. You know, we're not saying that Walter White is a good guy or anything like that. I just think that these people try to conflate the issue. They try to muddy the waters and claim that if you dislike Skylar at all, it just means you hate women, or you hate women who are not like subservient to you or something. They always try to push this nonsensical narrative by moving the goalpost. The reason why people don't like Skylar is obvious. Another great example is Michonne versus Laurie from The Walking Dead. Fans love Michonne because Michonne has been there for Rick in some of his darkest times. She helped him survive, whereas Laurie has lied and manipulated him, even almost causing him and Shane to literally kill each other. So obviously, people are going to like Kim Wexler more than they do like Skylar. That doesn't mean you're a misogynist or you hate women. That logic is so retarded.
And like they would say, it's just storytelling, which is crazy.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like they love to say it's just storytelling until you actually criticize a character that they support. You know, like...
Riri.
Exactly, we're gonna move into that. Like, if you look at Cora, Riri, and Amber, right? They have a million excuses for these characters. And one of their main excuses is, oh, you guys are racist. They always hide behind the shield of racism the instant the character is brown. You know, I'm a mixed black guy. I'm a light-skinned dude. And I've been called racist for not liking these characters, which is so stupid. I don't hate them because they're brown-skinned. I hate them because the writing sucks. The characters are a bunch of bitches. You know, they're not really likable people. That's like me giving you a shit sandwich, and because you complain, I'm like, oh, you just a racist. You don't like shit sandwiches. It's like, huh? What type of logic is that?
Literally, that's what happened to Riri. I watched all episodes of Ironheart just for this shit right here. And like the writing is like so fucking bad, inconsistent. Riri literally learns nothing at the end. She literally roasts Tony Stark. They don't understand Iron Man's character, and low-key the show is kind of stereotypical and racist.
Yeah,
like I don't know if this was written by black people or no, but like what the fuck? Touch some grass, actually. But if it was written by a white person, you're straight up racist.
The saddest part is the fact that even though Riri is this genius and everything, she still turns to crime. Which is so crazy. Yeah, they're basically saying even if a black person is a genius, they'll still resort to crime. That is an insane amount of blatant racism right there. And again, like, that's what they hide behind. They hide behind this shield, and they claim anyone that criticizes these characters probably don't like black people. You know, in reality, you're racist. They're basically saying you're racist if you don't like my poorly written character. But no, right? You're just a dumb virtue signaling bitch. You know, that's really what's happening here. Like, me personally, when I look at Legend of Korra, which is, I've criticized this show so many times on my channel. Speaking of which, before we get back into this, please go ahead and subscribe if you like the stuff that you're hearing. If you agree, we got 36 new subscribers within the last 28 days. I appreciate you guys so much. And if you do subscribe, I will actually make you into a character within my comic series. Yes, I have my own comic series going. It is in the works right now. This is the main villain of season 1. She is very happy to see you. But yeah, man, if you want to become a part of the world, then yeah, just let me know. This is one of the characters that I added very recently. He doesn't have a full name or anything, he just has a title, The One Who Lives Near the Shore. It's a cool kind of character based off of Minato from Naruto, inspired by Kishimoto himself. You know, so yeah, if you're into that type of stuff, subscribe to the channel. Anyway, let's get back into this video. So the point I was making is, when I criticized Korra, I got a bunch of morons jumping in my comments saying, oh, you need to leave that black queen alone. First off, Korra isn't even black, you idiots. And secondly, her writing, the writing is so awful that it's kind of difficult not to point out the many flaws within the show. You know, it doesn't mean, if you do that, it doesn't mean you hate brown people or different ethnicities, different races. It means that you just pointing out the obvious flaws in front of you. I don't see anything wrong with that. You want to talk about Amber?
There is literally nothing wrong with like pointing out flaws. Like with Amber, literally the season 1 writing of her being like, why don't you give me attention, Mark? I know you're invincible and you're risking yourself every day to save the world, but why don't you give me attention?
You make me feel dumb and unimportant.
Season 2 is like more or less the same, except she's trying to be supportive to Mark. But the thing is, it's so much of a 180, it's kind of unnatural, if I'm being honest here. And the only way that the relationship could end is that it ends on a pretty bad note, if I'm being honest here. Which it did in the show.
The problem is with the reason why the character feels like they just flipped a switch is because they got a shitload of backlash from the audience. The audience basically started clowning this character so hard that the writers were like, oh, we need to fix this, and they fixed it without having her go through any real development. We never see her apologize to Mark. We never see her do any type of real self-reflection or anything like that. She just suddenly becomes this overly nice girlfriend character, and it sucks. It's garbage, you know. So again, the writing is the problem, not the character, not the race of the character. The color of her skin isn't the problem. It's just that the writing is terrible. You know, you look at Ironheart, gives me reasons not to watch this show. I'm not watching this show if there's dudes running around dressed like this. I'm not watching this garbage. Like, what are we talking about? You know, so to me, it's like, when you point out the other reasons why you watch these shows, they instantly kind of like try saying, oh, it's about race, you racist. It's like, no, it's not. You know, you look at
Yeah.
people who clowned on Miss Marvel as well. I mean, Captain Marvel, right? And they clowned on her character for obvious reasons. They made her character way too overpowered. She's a girl boss. She gets everything done right all the time. It's cringe. Nobody likes it. People don't like it. The audiences don't like it. And criticizing that doesn't mean you're a misogynist. It doesn't mean you hate women. You're just not into cringily written characters like this.
It's crazy as well that like one of the people who were talking about Captain Marvel pointed out one of its flaws, and it's literally the exact same things I've seen nearly every reviewer from 2019 when the movie first came out just say about Captain Marvel. They said the exact same things, but act like the other side is just being sexist. When literally there might be somebody, emphasis on might be somebody who is using that to hide their sexism. But literally most of the reviewers, most of the reasonable ones, are just pointing out the bad writing.
Yes, exactly. You know, when you look at people like Critical Drinker, whenever he does a review, I think the dude does a very honest review. He does honest reviews on these types of shows and stuff, and while I do not agree with every single one of his takes, I think he makes solid points, and then their defense is always the same. Oh, you just hate women, that's why you drink so much. It's like, huh? You guys are morons. There's so many great female characters out there. Like, you look at Orihime from Bleach, you look at Revi from Black Lagoon, you know, you look at even Amber, oh my god, I said Amber, holy shit. you look at Atom Eve from Invincible. You know, Daenerys, early seasons, Game of Thrones was peak fiction, bro. You know, there's so many characters. Arya Stark, we have Katara from Avatar The Last Airbender. What's this girl's name again from Monster?
Anna Liebert from Monster.
Anna Liebert, yeah. Right, we got Astrid from How to Train Your Dragons. Michonne again from The Walking Dead, which is like an all-time favorite character of mine. We got Storm from the X-Men. I'm talking classic X-Men here. You know, Miss Princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, which a great point your girlfriend made was they could have easily created a live action of this if they wanted to cast a black female Disney princess, but instead they force a bunch of nonsense and they race swap because these people don't really respect race. They don't respect the race of these characters. They're all virtue signaling losers.
Literal missed opportunity, like missed the tip of the mountain completely. Same with Moana, for real.
Yeah. You know, these are all great female characters that we grew up watching and love. Like, I mean, Kim Possible, bro. Shigo. You know, like, you get my point. You get my point, bro. We all agree, right? I think if anyone disagrees and they're still trying to push this point that, oh, if you criticize female characters, somehow it means that you hate women, I think you need to fuck right off. Fuck off, please, right? But if you agree with our points, that's a big W, bro. That's a big W. Go ahead and like the video. Like the video. Fuck off if you disagree. We don't care about what you think. And you got any like finishing thoughts, man?
I'll just double down and say for like anybody who claims I just am a big sexist or racist or whatever they want to use these days, I have literally been capable of listing a total of 72 female characters who are all better written than these fucking slop over here. It's fucking insane.
72 female characters. I remember you posted that on your Twitter as well. By the way, go follow his Twitter, guys. It's Shinigami 2001 or 2001, and he posts about anime and Bleach and stuff, and as you can tell, he has pretty damn good takes. Dude is also creating his own world of characters and his own story, and watching him improve with his art over time has been a joy for me. So if you really want to support a big Bleach fan, a fan of well-written female characters as well, yeah, go follow him on Twitter.
And just one last thing, I am also writing a female character who is black, but the thing is, I'm not doing it to virtue signaling it. I'm just writing a character.
Exactly. Because you're not supposed to write the character as, oh, look at my representation. It's like, no, you just write the character. If the character is black, then they're black. You know, you don't need to push some type of agenda when you're writing these, when you're writing, haha, was funny. When you're writing the character themselves, you don't need to push an agenda. When you start pushing agendas, that's when you run into problems. But anyway, man, besides that, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And as this other guy says, go kiss your mother and have a good rest of your day. Later.
Later.